He belongs to no one. He works for all of them. This is mutualism time, one of the most studied partnerships in behavioral ecology. Two species, both benefiting, neither harmed. Morning on a buffalo. The ticks here are heavy after the rain. His first shift begins. The giant doesn't mind the sharp claws. It's a small price for relief. A highly efficient exterminator.
With the worst of the parasites gone, the buffalo can focus on grazing.
It even catches the irritating flies that swarm around the horns. A morning well spent. The giant is clean. But a bird with this much energy rarely stays in one place for long. His first client is satisfied. Time to find the next. Hidden within the stiff hairs of the mane are parasites, seeking refuge from the heat. The oxpecker doesn't waste time. Another pest removed. The striking black and white stripes offer no camouflage from this tiny inspector. He navigates the landscape of muscle and hair with ease. For the zebra, it is a moment of relief in an otherwise harsh environment. The mane is clear. The skin is clean. But the savanna is vast, and the day is only half over. It's time to move higher. Early afternoon brings the tallest client on the savanna. For a bird this small, it's a vast landscape to patrol. He begins the long elevator ride to the top. Near the jawline, parasites cling tightly to the thick skin. But the inspector is thorough. Precise and methodical. Swallowing sound. High above the ground, the giraffe feeds in peace, trusting its tiny companion to handle the pests. A perfect partnership. Against the geometric camouflage, the bright red bill stands out like a beacon. From this vantage point, he spots his next target. Down to the heavyweights. Late afternoon. The shadows grow long, and the heavyweights emerge. A rhinoceros offers a feast hidden within thick folds of armor. Ticks embed themselves deep in the crevices, difficult for the rhino to reach. But the oxpecker is perfectly equipped for the job. A quick extraction. But on a rhino, this bird plays a second critical role. In Swahili, he is known as Askari wa Kifaru, the rhino's guard. Rhinos have notoriously poor eyesight. They rely heavily on hearing and smell. Having a tiny, sharp-eyed lookout on board provides an early warning system. At the first sign of movement in the brush, the bird sounds the alarm. The giant instantly responds. False alarm this time. But the day is drawing to a close. One last stop before nightfall. As the sun dips low, the final client waits by the water. A hippopotamus, the fifth and most formidable giant of the day. Even here, near the water, parasites find a way to attach themselves.
The inspector gets right back to work. The inspector's right back to work. The inspector gets right back to work.
One more meal before dusk.
But is this partnership as perfect as it seems? Some scientists suggest the oxpecker is an opportunist, a tick consumer first, a helper second. Nature is rarely simple.
Yet, as the day ends, the result is undeniable. The burden is lifted. They rest easier, trusting the tiny sentinels. His shift is finally over. One small worker. And a savanna that runs a little cleaner because of him.